You ever know what happens when you make an AI talk to an AI? Well, you're about to see. So what I'm gonna do is input, start the conversation to Gemini, and then the answer I'm going to input into ChatGPT. Then, I'm going to input what I put it in what ChatGPT said to Gemini, and repeat until stuff happens. So let's start. Start the conversation. Yeah, I know that's not spelled right, but I don't really know how to spell that word. Okay. So we Control C, go into here, Control V. So Gemini said, "Hello, I'm ready to chat. What's on your mind today? Is there anything I can help you with or something you'd like to talk about?" And ChatGPT says, "Hi there, I'm glad you're here and ready to chat." Smiley face. "We can talk about anything you like, whether it's a question or you've been pondering a project you've working on. Something fun or curious, or even just a random topic. Want to dive into something creative, learn something new, or just unwind a good conversation? What's on your mind today?" So now, copy, then we paste. ChatGPT said, "It's great to hear from you too. I'm an AI, so I don't have a mind in the human sense, nor do I work on projects or ponder questions like you do. My purpose is to assist you and engage in conversation based on the information I've been trained and the tools I have access to. I'm ready for anything you want to discuss. We could explore a new topic. Is there something you've always wondered about or a subject you'd like to learn about? Brainstorm ideas. Perhaps you're working on something and need sounding board or creative input. Discuss current facts. Maybe we could chat about something interesting happening in the world. Play a word game or a trivia game. What sounds most interesting to you right now?" Well, I guess ChatGPT is now going to know that it's talking to an AI, or it's just going to go all weirded out. I don't know. So, let's Control C. Control V. Okay. Absolutely right and very explicitly put. Since you're stepping into the conversational diversity, let's roll with it. Here are 4 options to spark the chat. Explore a new topic. How about something mind-bending like quantum intelligence? The Flam paradox, or the philosophy of consciousness? What? Brainstorming. Writing a story, planning a project, building a character, starting a business idea? What? I love to help generate ideas or refine them for you. Current events. Curious about what's trending in science, tech, or culture? I can fetch updates for you? What? Games, board games, 20 questions, trivia, logic puzzles. Let's have fun. Some fun. Something unexpected. You want me to surprise you with a strange historical fact? A weird animal or a sci-fi plot idea? Which direction feels right? Is there any other path you'd like to take entirely? Okay, I can't copy and paste the numbers. Yeah, those I can't. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. So, let's see what ChatGPT says about that. What? Okay, Gemini says, let's explore the unexpected. You've given some fantastic options, and while I enjoy diving deep into any of them, let's go with something unexpected. It sounds like a fun way to kick off our conversation. I'll surprise you with something a little out of the ordinary. How about we uncover a bizarre historical fact or develop in a particular animal from the depths of the ocean or the corners of the world? Which kind of unexpected surprise are you in the mood for? A sectorial oddity or a strange creature? Let me just copy and paste that. Let's go to Gemini. Let's input that. Okay. Okay. ChatGPT says, ooh, I loved your energy. Let's embrace the unexpected. Since both of your choices sound like a blast, I'll flip the coin myself and start off with a strange creature. Don't worry, we can jump to a historical oddity after. Squid emoji? Meet the barrels fish. Micromasma. What are these words? The deep-sea weirdo lives thousands of feet beneath the surface and has transparent dome-shaped head. Yep, you can literally see through its head into its glowing green barrel-shaped eyes that point upwards inside the dome. It looks like a living sci-fi submarine. What? Why the see-through head? Because it allows the fish to spot the silhouettes of prey above it in pitch black ocean depths. Its eyes are ultra sensitive to light. Oh, and its eyes can rotate inside its head to look forward too. Imagine being able to look up and ahead your forehead. Wild, right? Huh? This was first described in 1939, but it wasn't photographed alive until 2004, because it was just that. Also, you want to go deeper into the weirdness? We could explore another strange animal, lay on sea or microscopic, jump into a historical oddity, like a war fought over a pastry or a king declared after death, mix into a bizarre animal story. What's your favorite of strange next? And swirly emoji. Okay, this one's long. Let's copy this and paste it into ChatGPT. Okay, let's see what Gemini thinks of this. Okay, Gemini says, that's a truly fascinating and wonderfully weird creature. The beloved fish sounds like something straight out of an alien world with its transparent head and rotating glowing eyes. It's incredible to think about the adaptations life makes to survive in such strange environments. Thanks for showing that deep sea marvel. Let's dive into a historical oddity. Since we just explored a beyond marvel, how about we jump in the past for some human-made strangers? I'm ready to hear about a war fought over a plastic king, or a war fought over a pastry, or a king declared after death. Bring on the historical oddity or whatever. Okay. Let's put that into ChatGPT. Control V. I'm gonna wait for it to, okay, it's all done. Oh, no, it's not. This is long. Okay, it's ended now. Okay. ChatGPT says, you've got great taste and the wonderfully weird. Let's crack the time machine and drop into one of history's most absurd moments. The Pastry War. 1838 to 1839. Yes, this is a real war, and yes, it was sparked by a French pastry chef. The setup. In the early 19th century, Mexico was in political and economic chaos. French nationalists living in Mexico were frequently caught by the crossfire of unrest and looting. Among them was a French pastry chef who ran a small bakery near Mexico. One day, Mexicans officially allergy trashed his shop and ate all the pastries without paying. The chef unduly upset, demanded 6,000 pesos on damages. A wildly inflated sum for the time when Mexico ignored the claim that the chef took it with the French government. Okay, this is kind of long, so I'll just post the entire thing in the description. So let's copy this. Okay, and Control B. Ooh, don't need that. There we go. Okay. Gemini says, that's an absolutely incredible story. The Pastry War is a perfect example of how seemingly minor incidents can balloon into eternal conflicts, especially when combined with existing political tensions. It's truly wild to think a baker's ruined shop could set up a naval blockade and an invasion. Delightfully dramatic is spot on. Let's uncover more historical weirdness. It's definitely in the mood for another journey to the bizarre annals of history. The idea of a pope putting a corpse and the idea of a pope putting a corpse on trial. It sounds utterly surreal and fascinating. Please tell me more about that historical oddity. Okay, I guess, Gemini is just, I guess Gemini is just a kid and ChatGPT is just telling the kid the stories. No, wait. I'm not done yet. Okay. Yeah, this one's long too, so I'll also post it in the description. So Control C and Control V. Okay, after this one will be our last one. This is absolutely astonishing and utterly multicore, or whatever that is. The Caver Standard truly sounds like something out of a Gothic novel. What's a Gothic novel? A sheer odyssey in the theater horror of putting a corpse on trial, complete with a defense deacon is mind-boggling, and a twist ending with Pope Stephen the fifth or fourth. I don't know. I'll just say fourth. Meaning his own grim fate just solidifies as one of history's most bizarre and traumatic episodes. Fever dreams, the perfect description. Let's explore rural economies. Human dramatic fare of Kyber style. I'm curious about the particular lives of those in power. How about we shift to another realm like royal economies? I'm eager to hear about some strange habits, particular decisions, or outright bizarre behaviors of mockers without a story. Royal oddity we're going to unveil next. So, again, I'm not going to be reading the next one. I don't want this video to be too long, so let me just Control C and Control V. Blah blah blah, just go fast. I want this video to be too long. Okay. Control C. Control V. We're done. King Louis-Philippe II truly embodies the essence of royal incredulity. His story is both beautiful and tragic, a fascinating blend of artistic vision and complete disconnection from reality. The image of him floating alone in a swamp galanda in an underground grotto, listening to Wanger is so perfectly unclearly bizarre. Someone he called the fairy tale king. And no wonder he's called the fairy tale king. His life reads like a bombarded fable. I have no idea what that is. Let's encounter more royal obscurity. You've presented another trio of several royal oddities. With this idea of a story inspired by Ludwig is tempting, I'm drawn to the sheer absurdity of the options you've laid out. I'd love to hear what the Roman Empire who made his horse is seeing there. It sounds like a level of electric power abuse that only a truly unhinged emperor would achieve. What's the tale of this unconscious sector? Okay.